Hey bros, this is Bobo the Vulture. This is Let's Play Extreme Warfare Revenge. We have been doing well so far this month. Look at all this money we've made. Money! Granted, we haven't really put in any costs other than hiring Katsushi Takamura to wrestle in that one show. And we've been getting all of our sponsorship doughs. Doughs before hoes, my bros. Sorry, bros before doughs. That's what it actually means for sure. Anyways, we could now go ahead and get the next day of wrestling matches going here. Yeah. Now then, let's see. Let's have the main event ahead of. Let's do a WWE Classic. Let's have a tag team of the two hottest feuds as the lead into the pay-per-view. That's what we'll do. Match 2-on-2. Tag. It'll be Jarrell Clark and Todd Sexton versus Onyx and Doc Dean. They are not wrestling for a title. The result will be the winner will be Doc Dean and the loser will be Jarrell Clark. And the finish will be... It'll be a clean finish. No, it'll be opponent miscommunication. How's that? There we go. Oh, they screwed it up. And the aftermath will be... nothing. Because it's just a silly match to get people excited about this pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view. It's just a medium-sized event because I haven't been putting on big events. Now then, now that we've got that going, we should figure out some other things to do. How about another tag match for the tag title? Two versus two versus two. There you go. Two versus two triangle match. It's gotta be... there we go. Roderick Strong and Cedric Strong versus Louis Moxley and Robbie Moxley. And we're going to put the Reignses in there because the Reignses haven't defended their title in a little while. And it's going to be for the VCW Tag title. The winner will be Michael Reigns, and the loser will be Robbie Moxley. See if that even counts toward their the feuding of everybody. Who knows? It's okay if it doesn't. Let's have Matt Classic wrestle Dysfunction. They could probably put on a good match. Dysfunction versus Matt Classic. There's no title on the line. The win will go to Dysfunction because Black Dragon will come in and interfere. That's how these things happen. I feel I may have done this already. That's alright, it worked out well before. This time it's going to be a brawl to the back because they're getting ready for their big pay-per-view event. And this will continue that feud. Lovely. So now all my feuds have been developed. Yeah, we took some pictures of the native girls, but they weren't developed. So we're going back in a few weeks and months. Let's have, ooh, yeah, let's have Trent Baker and Seth Knight have a match. I like that idea. Seth Knight versus Trent Baker. Everybody loves Trent Baker. And no title on the line. Let's give this victory to Trent Baker, 'cause fun. Trent Baker wins it clean. The Aftermath. I'm going to make the Aftermath a handshake. Indie respect. Put on a good match. Put on good matches, guys. Okay. Let's start this off, as we can often do, with an authority angle, announcing our main event. Authority figure books a tag team match. Enigma will have Jarrell Clark and Todd Sexton face off against Onyx and Doc Dean. It's going to be big excitement for all those involved. Interview tag team with manager. It's going to be Miss Vanessa with Fast and Furious, Memphis and Michael Reigns. That's too bad I can't have them talk about both tag teams that they'll be facing tonight. What about, is there a way that I can have an angle? Two versus two angles? Two teams have a heated confrontation. Let's have the Strong Bros and the Moxies have their confrontation. As only makes sense because those guys have really been messing with each other a lot lately. Then I'll just have Miss Vanessa come in with an interview here, talking about how great her little organization is. By her organization, of course, I'm talking about the Rainses. None. They're just great. Talking about how great they are. Gonna let Onyx have a little interview segment here, which he again talks about Todd Sexton. Talks rubbish about Todd Sexton. Maybe Miss Vanessa could show up here with Doc Dean. Yeah. Miss Vanessa and Doc Dean. There we go. Select your targets. Where is he? Jarrell Clark. There we go. And once again, we are continuing a feud. We got 2 more segments we can play with if we want. He's not very charismatic, but he's a good wrestler. I really would like to be able to do more with Dysfunction. And I know there's not actually something preventing me from doing anything more with Dysfunction. Aside from my own limitations. So morale is down to 70. Is anybody particularly blue at the moment? Todd Sexton's not very happy. He's on the upper mid card. What else do you want? Is he actually the egomaniac that he says he is? Oh no, that's his charisma. Whoops. Striker's not happy, but again, that's to be expected. I sort of just don't have the heart to fire him. So, you know, give Trent Baker an interview. But Miss Vanessa's already got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe just give Dysfunction an interview, huh? Phil Woods and Dysfunction. No targets. We're just saying this guy's good. How about another interview segment featuring a single worker with manager? Another Phil Woods segment. Who else can he talk up? He could talk up Todd Sexton, but you know what? Just there an angle we can do here? Something about other angles? Yeah. What other angles do we have here? Workers warming up for their match. You know what? Onyx may be over enough and involved in a feud enough to make this segment work. Let's find out. Do you wish to start this show? Nick is backstage, announces the tag match for later on. Seth Knight lost overness from this, and Trent Baker gained overness from it. It was an okay match. Crowd wasn't super into it, but they were pretty well into it. 62%. All right. The Moxies and the Strong Brothers having a confrontation didn't turn out very well. I guess the Moxies are kind of have some charisma score. The Strongs, they don't. Onyx had a good segment on his own backstage. Dysfunction versus Matt Classic. It was a pretty good show. Pretty good match. Crowd didn't care that much though. It's average rating. Michael Reigns gains overness from Miss Vanessa and Fast and Furious, having a little interview segment in which they were talking about how awesome everybody was. Phil Woods did the same thing, but nobody got over. Oops. The VCW tag titles have gained in image. The tag titles have gained in image. So 76% match. Not a super strong reception for the actual show. The crowd never really got as warm in this one as sometimes they do. We see Onyx warming up backstage. 71% for that. That's not bad. This was a good match, and the crowd was into it because of all of the storyline, angles that are involved. Doc Ducks and the big punch. Floors Jarrell. Jarrell Clark can barely stand. German suplex. 1, 2, 3. That's how we do it, everybody. Seth Knight losing morale. Matt Classic wants to be put in a program with Seth Knight. Well, you just got done with one of those, didn't you? Seth Knight versus Matt Classic. Done. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. It was great. It was a great angle you guys had. You guys pushed each other really well. Now then, let's take a look. It is Saturday the 30th. Let's check out Japan. Let's check out Pro Wrestling Noah. Their next show is the 1st of August, 2020. New rosters are announced annually on July 1st. So in theory, they have no more obligations to Pro Wrestling Noah. Unless they got put in the roster again on July 1st. But let's go to the shortlist search. Jamie Dundee and El Majito both touring with Noah. So, nothing you can do about it, apparently. Anyways, folks, when we come back next time, it is going to be the Mayday Massacre, and it is going to be a new month. We will get to see what happens. You'll get to see the exciting things that happen when you don't have your crew all set up. Sorry. You will get to see what happens when you have development territory people. And you can sort of find out what happens to them at the end of every month. Won't that be exciting? Yeah, you bet it will. This is Bobo the Vulture. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.